Hello guys, we are going to correct lesson 3.5, the homework. So please go to page 137 in your enVision workbook. And while you're getting to page 137 and something to write with, I'm going to go ahead and grab the camera. All right, so we are working on page 137. And we're going to correct our homework. And we're going to be doing our next lesson a little different. So let's get this one done completely, and then I'll tell you how we're going to do the next one. All right, so in 1 and 2, double a 4's fact to find the product. So we're doing 8 times 5, and we know that 4 plus 4 equals 8. So we divided it up into 4 times 5 and 4 times 5. If you skip count by 5 4 times, you have 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 plus 20 equals 40, so 8 times 5 equals 40. Okay, check your answers and fix anything that you have incorrect, okay? You should have this already done, so I'm just going to cruise through this and get the answers written down. 8 times 3 can be broken into 4 times 3 equals 12. 4 times 3 equals 12. 12 plus 12 equals 24. So 8 times 3 is 24. Okay. All right, find the products. So 2 times 8, 16. 4 times 8, 32. 8 times 5, 40. Now, if you needed to break this down into a 4 times 4 plus a 4 times 4, that would be just fine. You get 16 plus 16 equals 32. 7 times 8, you can break that down into a 7 times 4 and a 7 times 4, which would equal 28, which equals 56. 8 times 9, you could do the nines trick if you needed to, or you can do 4 times 9 plus 4 times 9. 1 times 8 is 8. 8 times 6, you could do a 4 times 6 and a 4 times 6, which is 24 and 24, and they equal 48. All right, so go ahead and pause this if you need to get anything written down. Okay, so if you're ready, you need to pause it. Go ahead and pause on 1, 2, 3, pause. All right, we're going to go to the next page. Number 10 says, Luis made the arrays shown at the right to find 5 times 8. Explain how he could change the array to 7 times 8. Add to Luis's drawing to show your solution. Okay, so he made the array right here that shows 5 times 8. So there's 8 in each row. He did a 3 times 5 and a 2 times 5. How could he change it to a 7 times 8? You could add in 2 more rows, couldn't we? And make this 4 times 8. Or we could have added 1 and 1. Okay, so if we did 1 and 1, let me bring a line right here, so then we'd have to cross this line out. Now we're doing a 4 and a 3, or we had a 3 and a 4, either one. All right, so then we'd have 4 times 8 and 3 times 8, 32 and 24, 6, 5. So 7 times 8 is equal to 4 times 8 plus 3 times 8, which is equal to 32 plus 24, which is equal to 56. So 7 times 8 equals 56. All right, if you need to get that written down, go ahead and pause the video so you can get it written down. All right. All right, we're going to go to number 11. An octopus has 8 arms. At the aquarium, there are 3 octopuses in one tank. How many arms do the octopuses have altogether? What are 2 strategies you can use to find the answer? Okay, so one thing could be repeated addition. 8 plus 8 plus 8. So 16 plus 8 more is 24. Or we could do 8 times 3 equals 24. 24 arms. And I'm going to show you a third way because you may have done another way. Another way would be 8 times 3 equals 4 times 3 plus 4 times 3, because we broke that 8 up, which is 12 plus 12 equals 24. All right, get that written down if you don't have that finished. Go ahead and press pause because we're going to move on to number 12. So if you're not finished with 11 or 10, push pause now so you can get those written down. Number 12. During the California gold rush, miners sometimes paid $10 for a glass of water. What was the total cost if 8 miners each bought 1 glass of water? How can you use a Fours fact to find the answer? Okay, so they're $10 a glass for water. That's a lot of money for water. The total cost if 8 of them had a glass of water, 1 glass. How can you use a Fours fact? Okay, so $10 times 8 people. Let's break that down into 10 times 4 plus 10 times 4. 10 times 4 is 40, plus 10 times 4 is 40, which equals 80. It says, how can you, what's the total cost? $80 is the total cost. Now I know that, you can skip count by tens 8 times to get the answer, but they wanted us to practice breaking it down into a Fours fact. So that's what we did. All right, so if you don't have that down, make sure you pause so you can get that written down because we're going to move on. How many pints are in 5 gallons? 1 gallon has 8. So if we have 5 groups of 8, if we do a Fours fact on each of those, it would be 5 times 4. Oops, excuse me. I'll do it like that. Plus 5 times 4 is 20, plus 20 equals 40. So 5 times 8 is 40 pints in 5 gallons. All right, we're going to go to number 14. So pause if you need that one because we're going to move on. Lanny said all of the multiples of 8 are also multiples of 2. Jamila said all of the multiples of 8 are also multiples of 4. Who is correct? Explain. Okay, so let's do the multiples of 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Oof, I'll stop right there, 24. I can hardly get that written down. Okay, let's do, so that's our 2. So let's do our 4s. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. We'll stop there. And now let's skip count by 8. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72. Okay, we'll stop there. Now let's go through here and see if we have multiples of 2 are also the multiples of 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Do we get another number as we skip count? 16 and 16. Do we get another number? 24. 24. And 8. Now in the 4s, there's 8, There's 16. There's 24. There's 32. 32 here as well. So Lanny said all of the multiples of 8 are also multiples of 2. Jamila said all of the multiples of 8 are also multiples of 4. Who is correct? What do you think? Okay, they are both correct. They're both correct, right? Because we see the same numbers. Skip counting by each of those. All right. So go ahead and pause if you need to. We're going to go down to number 15. Ted works in a store where rolls are sold in packages of 8. Customers came in asking Ted for 16, 48, 8, and 40 rolls. Draw lines to connect each quantity of rolls to the number of packages Ted should tell the customers to buy. All right. One package has 8 rolls. Okay. What's 8 plus 8? 16. So that would be 2. What's 8 plus, or 8 times 5? 5 would be 40. And 8 times 6 would be 48. All right. All right, make sure you have all of your corrections. Go back if you need to fill anything in. Otherwise, we're going to get started on lesson 3.6. So if you'll turn to page 140, okay, go ahead and get ready. And I'll go grab the video. Okay, here we go.
How do you use strategies to multiply? Think about this question during the lesson. Justin and Dolores made a dragon float for a parade. They connected 9 equal sections to make the dragon's body. What is the total length of the dragon's body in feet? Choose an operation to help you find the length of the dragon's body. The dragon's body is made of equal sections, so you can multiply to find its length. You can multiply to combine 9 equal groups of 3. One way is to draw a picture to find 9 times 3. 9 times 3 means 9 groups of 3. Combine the groups to find the product.
Okay, let's give it a try.
Drag the number 3 to each of the 9 boxes to find the dragon's body length.
Okay, so we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 15 plus 3, 18, 21, 3 more, 24, 3 more, 27. All right. Let's see if I can move this logo out of the way. There we go.
The dragon's body is 27 feet long. How does the bar diagram show the multiplication problem?
So how does this bar diagram show the multiplication problem? It shows us 9 equal groups of 3. So we can skip count to find the total of the dragon.
It shows that there are 9 groups and 3 in each group. What is another way to find 9 times 3? You can use known facts to find 9 times 3. Use 4's facts and 5's facts to help. Think of 9 times 3 as an array. You can break up 9 times 3 into 4 times 3 and 5 times 3. 4 times 3 equals 12, and 5 times 3 equals 15. 12 plus 15 equals 27. The dragon's body is 27 feet long. Why do you need to add the products to find the total?
Okay, so why do we need to add those products? Because we need to get back to the total of 9 times 3. If we didn't add those together, we would have the incorrect answer. The original problem is 9 times 3. We broke them down into 2 smaller problems and got the products. We now need to add those products like we have been doing.
You add the products because each product shows one part of the array that has been broken apart.
Now you know how to use strategies to multiply.
All right, we've been getting a lot of strategies, guys. All right, let's go to convince me. Let me get the camera going again. Okay, so at the bottom of page 140, it says convince me. It says, what 2 other facts can you use to find 9 times 3? Goodness, 5. Okay, so we broke it up on the last one. We did a 5 and a 4. What is another problem that equals 9? Think about that for a second. All right, I'm going to think of 3 plus 6 equals 9. So now I'm going to break this 9 times 3 into a 6 times 3 plus a 3 times 3. 6 times 3 is 18. 3 times 3 is 9. 18 plus 9 is 27. Now, I would like you guys to be thinking and working on the answers. Don't just wait for me to write them, okay? I know I've heard that some people are just sitting there waiting to write things in and they're not thinking. We need to use your brain so it'll keep growing, okay? So make sure that you are thinking and trying to get the answer before I write it. Let's try to make that a game. Try to get the answer before I write the answer in, all right? Let's do the guided practice together, okay? So number 1, what known facts can you use to find 7 times 5? Okay, we can break that 7 into a 2 and a 5. Okay, so 2 times 5 plus 5 times 5. And skip counting by 5s is easy peasy, right? 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that equals 35. Okay, go ahead and get that written down. Okay, number 2, to find 8 times 6, how does knowing 6 times 6 help equals 36 help you? All right, so if I break it down from an 8 times 6 into a 6 times 6 and a 2 times 6, how can that help me? It can help me break the problem into smaller equations. Then I can add the products together to get our answer, right? All right, so that's a lot of writing. And I didn't have you wait on that one, so go ahead and just write that down in your book. Think about what you're writing. All right, if you are not finished writing, please push pause real quick so you can get this down. All right, we're moving on to numbers 3 through 8. So 3 times 7. I can break that down to a smaller 3 times 4 plus 3 times 3. And I can skip count by 3 4 times. 3, 6, 9, 12. 3, 6, 9 equals 21. So that equals 21. What do you think about 6 times 5? I see a 5. What could we do there? You could skip count by 5 6 times. So go ahead and do that. See what answer you get. Don't wait for me to write it. You think. Use your brain. All right. What you could do is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Skip counted by 5 6 times, so I got 30. Is that what you got? 9 times 4. We can break that down into a 5 times 4 plus a 4 times 4, because 5 plus 4 equals 9. All right, go ahead and solve that. See what you get. All right, did you get 20 plus 16? We add those together, that's 36. All right, we're moving over to number 6. 3 times 0, we know that one. 0 property says anything times 0 is 0. Number 7, the identity property says any number times 1 is that number. 1 times 7 is 7. What would 10 times 8 be? Would you break it up into 2 smaller problems? You could do that. 5 times 8 plus 5 times 8, or we can skip count by 10 8 times. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. The old algorithm would be, the old equation would be 8 times 0 is 0, and 8 times 1 is 8. And you will learn how to do the problems like that. All right, make sure you have everything written down. And then what I want you to do now is to go down here, and I want you to circle only the ones I tell you to circle. I want you to circle 10. I want you to circle 12. I want you to circle 14, 16, 18, 20, and 22. We're skip counting. We're doing only the evens. Okay? We're going to solve 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and 22. That's the only ones we're going to do on the page. So I'm going to give you, I want you to take a few minutes and pause the video and get these solved. You can break that down into smaller problems, or you can skip count by 2s, you could skip count by 8s. I want you to solve these problems here. All right, and I'll give you some time to get that done. Okay, keep working on those. Get those answers in. If you're finished already, make sure you go back and look at your answers to see if you got them correct, or if there's anything you need to fix. All right, guys, I think that's enough time. Let's go ahead and get started on number 10. 8 times 2. We can do 4 times 2 and 4 times 2. 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 equals 16. Okay, if you were able to just solve it without doing all of that, that's fine too. We're just practicing. 8 times 9. We can do that. 4 times 9 plus 4 times 9. I can do, what is 4 times 9? I can do 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the fourth one down. That's 36 plus 36. Or I can do 8 times 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put the eighth one down. My 10s are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 2. Okay. 4 times 4, 16. 2 times 6, 6 plus 6 is 12. 2 times 7, 7 plus 7 is 14. So make sure you correct these if you got them wrong, okay? 10 times 6, I can do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 8 times 9, we already did up here. So we know that is 72. Okay. Down at the bottom, I forgot one. Look at that, guys. Circle 24. We're not doing any of the odds. We're just doing the evens. 7 times 2. We did 7 times 2 right here. 14. All right, make sure you have all of your answers correct. Push pause right now if you need to get anything written down, okay? All right, now we're going to turn to page 142. All right, we're going to circle number 26, number 28, and number 30, and number 32. We're just going to do the evens, okay? All right. So number 26 says, Mr. Ling walks 5 miles each day. How many total miles does he walk in 1 week? Explain. Okay, remember there are 7 days in a week. So 5 miles for 7 days. We can skip count by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So 35 miles total. Okay, get that written down. If you want to do the odds afterwards, you are certainly welcome to, but we are not going to worry about them in our lesson. All right. Number 28. Ms. Wilson drank 3 8-ounce glasses of tea before lunch. 3 8-ounce glasses. Then she drank 3 8-ounce glasses of water before dinner. How many ounces of liquid did she drink in all? Write an equation to help solve. All right, so what do you think? What do you think we should do? Think about it. Don't wait for my answer. Think about what we should do. So she has 3 cups in the morning and 3 cups at night. So we have a problem of 6 glasses of 8 ounces each. If we break it up into the morning and the afternoon, or the lunch and the dinner, 3 times 8 plus 3 times 8. 3 times 8 is 24 plus 24, which equals 48 ounces. That's the abbreviation for ounces, OZ. Okay, push pause if you're still writing. Number 30. Mr. Evans needs to assign 32 students into 8 equal groups. He says, I can use repeated subtraction. Since I subtracted 3 times, each group has 3 students. Do you agree with Mr. Evans? Explain why or why not. Okay. He has 32 students in 8 equal groups. Okay. So 32 minus 16. Where did he get that 16 from? There's supposed to be groups of 8. So we have a group of 8 and a group of 8. Do you agree with Mr. Evans? What do you think? No, I do not agree, because he subtracted 16 instead of 8. So let's do it ourselves, okay? 32 minus 8 would give us 24. 24 minus 8 would give us 16. 16 minus 8 would give us 8. And 8 minus 8 would give us 0. So how many times did they go? 4. They would have 4 groups. He subtracted by too much right here. Okay, please pause so you can get all of that written down. Number 32. Rachel has a collection of 24 ceramic figures. She displays them in equal groups in her room. Choose yes or no to tell if each example is a possible way to display all of Rachel's figures. All right. So 8 groups of 4. 8, 16, 24, 32. Would that work? No. That'd be too many groups. 3 groups of 6. So 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 6 more is 18. That wouldn't be enough. 6 groups of 4. 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 6 is 18, plus 6 is 24. Yeah, that would work. 3 groups of 8. 8 plus 8, 16. 16 plus 8 is 24. Yes. All right, so make sure you have everything written down because these will help you on your homework. You'll need to have your homework finished before tomorrow so that we can correct it together and then do our interactive notebook tomorrow, okay? So let's go to page 143 and let's talk about your homework real quick. So another look, it says, find 8 times 4. You can use a picture or known facts to find 8 times 4. 8 times 4 means 8 groups of 4. Here's a bar diagram or a tape diagram. Combine each group, equal groups to find the total. So 8 times 4 equals 32. You can also use known facts. Use forest facts to help. Break this into 4 times 4 and 4 times 4. 16 plus 16 equals 32. So 8 times 4 is 32. All right, we're going to do only the evens today. So I want you to go through. I want you to circle number 2. That's this whole thing right here. Number 4 down at the bottom. Number 6. Number 8. Okay, let's read those real quick. Use a picture and known facts to find the product. 3 times 3 equals what? Let's do the bar diagram and the known facts. What would the answers be? Number 4, 8 times 3. You can solve that, or you can make 2 smaller problems, known facts. 10 times 7, you can do it, skip counting, or you can do known facts. And 7 times 2. So you're just solving those. So we're doing 2, 4, 6, 8. And let's turn the page. All right, and now we're going to circle 10 and 12. Okay, let's read 10. Martina has 3 bags of tennis balls. There are 6 pink, 5 yellow, and 2 white balls in each bag. How many tennis balls does Martina have in all? Show how you found the answer. Okay, again, Martina has 3 bags of tennis balls. There are 6 pink, 5 yellow, and 2 white balls in each bag. How many tennis balls does Martina have in all? Show how you found the answer down here. Okay, and then number 12. A park ranger is counting visitors who drive into a national park. In 30 minutes, she counts 7 cars with 4 passengers in each. Choose yes or no to tell if each equation shows a way to find how many visitors the park ranger counted. Okay, let's do it again. A park ranger is counting visitors who drive into a national park. Okay, so every time someone comes into the national park, the park ranger is counting them. In 30 minutes time, she counts 7 cars and there are 4 people in each car. So you're going to choose yes or no to tell if each equation shows a way to find how many visitors the park ranger counted. Would 4 times 7 work? Would 4 times 7 plus 30 work? Would 2 times 7 plus 2 times 7 work? Would 4 times 3 plus 4 times 4 work? So go ahead and say how many people they counted. Remember, they only counted for 30 minutes. All right. You can do the odds if you want to, but we won't be correcting them. But if you would like to do them, if you like math and you want to try it out, go ahead and do that. But otherwise, that should be all. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 problems for homework. Okay, that shouldn't be too bad. We're going to correct it tomorrow. So please finish that up right now so that you can have a chance for your brain to work on those problems. Come back and say hello real quick. Okay. All right, guys. So that's what we've done for math today. If you have any questions, please let me know. And please join me for our Loom meetings if you do have any questions. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And I will see you. What other videos do we have today? I guess that's it. Or our videos today. But you do have IXL you can keep working on. So remember, you have that list to do. And extra math. Please make sure you're working on extra math. All right. And I will see you tomorrow.